We are recording to the cloud. Hello, everybody.
Hello and welcome.
Welcome to creating a wellness business
No.
online, a successful
No.
wellness business online.
No, it's not.
This is not that. You're right. This is this is the emotional roller coaster. Right, surviving the emotional roller coaster using
With essential oils. Yes.
Wow. Forgive me, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm a little ahead of myself. That's tomorrow.
And I'm Faye Epps.
And I'm Joel Epps.
And we'd like to welcome you. You know, we've been using essential oils for, gosh, 8 years now. That's right. It just gets better and better. Yeah. And we started, and we were thinking about this during the last crazy economic meltdown and crisis after the housing meltdown and then the Great Recession, and Joel lost his job and we were facing losing our home. It was just really stressful, and we were thinking back, and boy, are things different this time for us. But one of the oils that really helped us as we got started with doTERRA was an oil called Citrus Bliss. It's our invigorating blend, but I like to call it my happy oil. And we started diffusing this every morning in our diffuser. And I could just start to feel after a few days, even, right away as I started inhaling it, my mood started to shift. And I started to feel lighter, like things weren't as gloomy. Now, the problems didn't just magically go away, but we started feeling better and we were able to deal with the problems more effectively. And I started thinking, wow, if this works, what else could work? So I just started using it every time something came up. I would think, ooh, is there an oil for that? And started just, using them for burns, for digestive issues, for cuts and scrapes. Oh God, and I was always pleasantly surprised. And so we just felt like we'd be doing a disservice if we didn't start sharing. And so here we are 8 years later and still sharing, and we want to welcome you to this. I'm going to share our screen now. Oops. And I'm going to move us out of the way. There we go. So we'd like to officially welcome you to Surviving the Emotional Roller Coaster Naturally Using Essential Oils. And
that's right.
Yeah. I do have some notes with me. If you see me looking down, I just don't want to forget some important tips or information for you. And I love this diagram. It really, wellness or holistic health. Our healthcare system, current healthcare system, is not based on wellness. It's really based on sick care. And looks at the body as a machine, and it tends to focus on symptoms. And I always say they have a pill for every ill. So you go in with a particular symptom, you come out with some kind of pill, then something else, another pill, but pretty soon what's happening with that medication is you're also getting side effects and symptoms from the side effect. And gosh, it's not uncommon once you're middle aged to be taking 3 to 5 pills or more. And by the time you're getting up in the golden years, sometimes 7 to 10 medications. It's crazy. And we just knew that there had to be a better way, and we wanted to help people know about a better way. And to us, it's really about a holistic view. It's about treating the body as a whole, as a system, and everything is integrated. Body, mind, spirit. You cannot separate it. What happens to one system begins to affect another system. And so we look at the way that we support our system, our body, by helping provide the right nutrients, the right support through natural things to help the body function at its best and really get to the root cause instead of chasing symptoms. And so, again, part of the view of the current healthcare system is that our moods and emotions are really all in our brain. And so what do we usually get? Medication. And in fact, the #1 prescribed medication in this country is for antidepressants and anti-anxiety. And unfortunately, it comes with side effects. And what we've learned now, what science is revealing, is that it's not just the brain that controls our emotions and how we feel, that it's really a complex neuroprocessing system of the brain, the heart, and the gut. And so again, now we see this holistic approach to not only supporting us physically, but also emotionally and mentally. And so we need support for the brain, but also for making sure our gut is working properly. I love how this says 90% of the body's serotonin and other feel-good chemicals are produced in the gut. So if our gastrointestinal system is unhealthy, and we'll talk a little bit more about that, then we're not producing the right chemicals to help us feel good. And what's really interesting too, we used to think that the brain was the control center, but we're rethinking that, and really the heart has more neural pathways running from the heart to the brain than going from the brain to the heart. And so again, helping to support healthy emotions, right, is so important for a healthy brain functioning. So it all is interconnected.
Yeah, and I'd like to add that it's not really a process where one begins and the other ends or takes over. It's like they were saying earlier, it's holistic. And in being holistic, it's actually more circular and intertwined, where there's a feedback mechanism going on where the body informs, or the heart informs the brain, and the body informs the heart, and the heart informs the body, and the brain informs some different things. And so it's not linear is what I'm trying to say. Would you agree with that?
Yeah. Yes, exactly. It's really these feedback mechanisms. Yes, absolutely. And at the same time, what we're learning is it really is happening at the cellular level.
That's right.
And our body is made up of trillions of these intelligent cells designed to continually restore and support our health. And so we really have to look at foundational cellular support. And one of the ways that the cells interact with each other and other systems in the body is through receptor sites, and emotions, which are really just chemical components, chemical peptides, little tiny proteins that are information carrying molecules. And these molecules bind to receptor sites on the cell and then influence reactions inside the cell. So it's a way for the body to communicate from cell to cell with these molecules of emotions traveling through our system. Now, what can happen sometimes is wrong kinds of emotional chemicals, too much of it gets produced or not enough of the happy ones, or sometimes these molecules bind to the receptor site and they don't want to leave. And it also starts to create this pathway or pattern within the body. And this is where essential oils really shine, because essential oils can support healthy emotions in several ways. One, it supports healthy cell function. So when the receptor site is triggered, the reaction within the cell is the right kind of reaction. Another thing that it does is helps create that healthy biochemistry, so that healthy molecules floating through the whole body and end up on the receptor site. And the other thing is that it helps promote physical and emotional detox. And part of what that means is there are essential oils that help clear the receptor sites so that the right kind of receptor or a new kind of molecule of emotion can actually bind to the receptor. So essential oils are really a key component here to that information and vibrational health that the cells need to function at their best. So what are essential oils? Now, essential oils are very popular these days. You might be familiar with them. They're in everything now. They're at so many stores. But what we want to do is, one, empower you. Our intention is not only to educate you on how essential oils can help you, but empower you to bring the tools into your home so that you can actually take action, right? And so what we want you to learn are 3 cool things about essential oils and the difference in essential oils on the market, because not all oils are created equally. 3 ways to use essential oils and how to get these oils in your home, the best way to get them in your home at the best price. So 3 cool things about essential oils. They're safe, they're effective, and they're affordable. Let's look at each one. So they're safe. They're 100% natural, and they have no side effects or addictions. In fact, we say they have side benefits, because as you're using these oils for maybe one thing, it's actually helping to support your body in another way. They're extracts from plants and have amazing health benefits. Same health benefits that protect a plant, because we're actually very similar in chemical makeup and functioning as plants. We're able to derive the benefit of these chemicals as well. And many of you might be familiar with herbs, which are usually using the whole leaf or, seeds or things ground up from plants. And the essential oils are actually distilled. So the chemically active components are extracted from the plants. And so they're actually 50 to 70 times more potent than herbs, because we're getting rid of all that inert plant material and just that active component. And the kind that we use, doTERRA, are certified pure therapeutic grade. And this means that they are pure and they are potent. Now, many oils on the market say that they're pure. However, because there is no standard within the industry, just like there's really no standard for herbs or for supplements, doTERRA knew that if they truly wanted to have these as our healthcare system and truly integrated into the healthcare system, there had to be some kind of standard that could verify the purity and the efficacy of the oils. And so this is what CPTG stands for. They are beyond organic. They are chemical-free, no pesticides, herbicides, no synthetics, and they are not diluted with any kind of carrier oil except for those bottles that specifically have fractionated coconut oil listed as an ingredient. Now, this is not the same with most oils on the market. In fact, a very reputable third-party company that tests essential oils for around the world for all different kinds of companies on their website says about 90% of all essential oils are adulterated. And out of all the oils they've tested, all the companies, there are only 3 that they have found to be consistently pure and consistent in chemical composition. And guess what? doTERRA is one of those oils, one of those companies, sorry. And the other 2 companies are really so small that they can't produce oil in large enough quantity and in a sustainable way. So doTERRA truly is the leader. And if you were here in person, and I'm gonna tease you a little bit, I would share a drop of peppermint so that you could experience the potency. Just 1 drop is strong enough to open up your airways, to help energize you, and even cool the body on hot days. A normal dose is a couple of drops at a time. And this is peppermint. So they're safe. They're effective. They are as effective, if not more effective in many cases, than our current approaches to health problems. Remember that mental health issue I was talking about with all the addiction to those prescribed drugs. We have many oils that help support our emotions and our mental health, and without that addiction or side effects. Now, the essential oils are also very effective because unlike many medications that cannot cross the cell membrane, essential oils can. And in fact, essential oils can even cross the blood-brain barrier. So we actually can affect the way our central nervous system responds to our environment. Now here we have a picture of a cell, and on the outside we have a thread like a bacteria that lives on the outside. If my fist was a cell, and this is very rudimentary explanation, but if my fist was the cell and the cell membrane, bacteria live on the outside, and we could use antibiotics to treat those bacteria. But often what's one of the problems with antibiotics, we end up with gastrointestinal distress, and also we're creating super blood bugs. So now we have resistance to the medication. Lo and behold, essential oils have been found to be very effective at killing pathogens without harming the good bacteria. It's really pretty cool. And then what's really cool is if you have something living in the inside of the cell, say a virus, normally what happens when you go to the doctor, if you have a cold or a flu, go home, rest, drink lots of fluid. Well, we can use essential oils, like On Guard is our protective blend, can go across the cell membrane, and actually stop those viruses from reproducing. So we have a very effective way for helping our immune system handle environmental threats. On Guard is one of our most popular blends because it's so effective at managing environmental threats for in the air, in our body, on surfaces. It's quite amazing. And then affordable, right? It's really just pennies per drop. For instance, stomach ache, couple of drops, put on your stomach, within minutes, stomach ache is gone. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, well, you know, I only have a small copay, my medications are paid for, or small copay for medication, even if it's a copay of $5 or $10, and $5 or $10 copay, that's still $10 to $20 plus your gas, plus your time, plus going to the doctor, being around more sick people. And think about it, if it's in the middle of the night, the inconvenience, where if you have these oils in your home, let's say an ear infection, ear discomfort for your little one, wakes up in the middle of the night, drop of lavender, drop of melaleuca or tea tree oil, calms that down, helps with the infection. Your little one's able to go back to sleep. You're able to go back to sleep. In the morning, life is good again. That's how simple these are. They truly are pennies per dose. Another good one, well, so 3 cool things, let's just review. They're safe, they're effective, and they're affordable. Now, another one is that they can be used in different ways: aromatic, topical, and internal. Aromatic, which we use a diffuser or we inhale, is a very, very effective and easy way to support our mood. For instance, you could make your own personal diffuser. Here's wild orange, which is very energizing, uplifting, anti-anxiety. By inhaling, what's happening, if you pinch your nose, right back by the bridge on the top, that's where your olfactory bulb is. So when you inhale, those very volatile molecules are going up through your nasal passage to the olfactory bulb, which goes directly to your limbic system. And the limbic system is the part of our brain that controls stress and our autonomic nervous system. Just like that word sounds, automatic, the autonomic nervous system controls our stress response, our heart rate, our breathing, our blood vessel constriction, our stress levels, right?
Yeah, and something to do with mood, eh?
Yeah. So by inhaling, it can actually calm us down within minutes. And when we do this consistently and repeatedly, we actually help to change the response of our stress response. What we're doing is calming that alarm phase of the stress response and helping to quickly call on our calming response. So it's great. And when you use a diffuser, which is a must-have tool, you have it in your living room, you know, a living space, and you're actually helping to affect everybody in the household by diffusing that and just by breathing it in. Now, another really cool benefit of diffusing It cleans the air and also supports the respiratory system. Breathe is wonderful for helping to support our lungs, our sinuses, helping to increase our air passages, taking in more oxygen. So really good for anyone dealing with any kind of respiratory issues. Also really good to use at night, helps with snoring, and actually helps to keep the airways open so we're getting more oxygen while we're sleeping. So that's aromatic. Now, there are a few other oils that I want to mention that are wonderful for stress that we often use aromatically. Adaptive is one of our newer blends that was formulated specifically for helping with anxiousness and stress and feelings of overwhelm. This is wonderful to put in the diffuser. Again, though, you can just put a drop in your hand. Make your own personal diffuser. But what I like to do is use the liquid. This actually comes in a system with the liquid for the diffuser. And this is like fast acting. Goes directly into the brain, helps change our response. Then, and it also comes in a roll-on, which makes it really easy for applying on our pulse points, our wrists, behind our ears, over our heart. Okay. So it's great to carry with you. You can apply it, smell it throughout the day. And both of these are very fast acting to calm you down. And then the third part of the system is actually our adaptive capsules, which not only have calming essential oils in it like lavender, but they also have cofactors, constituents that actually help support the normal production of our neurotransmitters that help calm us, like serotonin and GABA. And this is really key for long-term calming. Using this is more long-term. And what I like is that we can use these both aromatically, but topically. Now there's a couple of other oils that are also really good for grounding. And that's topical. And we'll talk about Deep Blue, but also Balance and Copaiba or Copaiba. Now notice how I used adaptive topically as well as inhaling. And I just want to mention, even though this says topical is really good for localized benefits, the oils do go into the system and go through the whole body. So it does go systemically. And studies have shown that even though we talk about inhaling for mood, there was a study that was done that actually showed that applying oils topically also slowed that stress response down and also helped improved feelings of peace and tranquility. So I always say use multiple ways of getting the oils in. So with this, applying it topically, we also will use a tool called fractionated coconut oil to help actually rub the oil in and drive it deeper into the system. Deep Blue is a wonderful oil. Often when we're stressed, we have those emotions, we tend to get tension. And so Deep Blue is really good for easing that neck and shoulder and head tension. Sometimes too, we get tension in our back when we're stressed. Deep Blue is wonderful for that. Balance is our grounding blend. It's wonderful for diffusing, but I like to use it also topically. So I will put the Deep Blue, just like where I put the adaptive, on my pulse points behind my ears. And every morning I like to put it on the bottom of my feet to help ground me. It's our grounding blend. And think of it like the grounding wire in your home for your electrical system. Balances the grounding blend for our electrical system in our bodies, right? And it helps to rebalance it and also reset it so that we don't short out, right? It's really pretty cool. And another oil is copaiba, which is a very calming blend, helps with anxious feelings, with worries, with worry. It goes really well with adaptive. We have soft gels that you can take, and the combination of the adaptive and copaiba together, very calming, helps to stop the anxious racing mind and helps you to be able to focus more. I also like to take a drop under my tongue for cellular support, and it's really, really easy. Under the tongue, you have a lot of blood vessels, so it's a good way to help get the oil systemic in your whole system very quickly. Now notice I'm using the oils internally. This is the third way that we use the oils, and it is really one of the unique things with doTERRA because of the purity of the oils. No toxins or heavy metals or synthetics in it, but also because of the right chemical composition. These essential oils are made up of sometimes hundreds of molecules, and it's really important that the right proportion and the right chemical constituents are in the oils because there can be harmful chemicals. And because doTERRA is continually testing each batch, it is safe for us to use internally. You can use it in water. I always have a citrus like lemon in my water. It's really good for cleaning and detoxing our bodies as well as detoxing our homes. You can put it in empty veggie capsules, another tool you want to have. And that way you swallow and it gets into your digestive tract and then disperse through your body, or like I did, under the tongue. Another great one to use internally is frankincense. Frankincense is called the king of oils for really, really good reason. It helps enhance the function of all the other oils. It also promotes normal cell functioning and causes abnormal cells to die. So it's really, really, remember I said, emotional and mental health and physical health really occur at that cellular level. And so frankincense is supporting that. It's also powerful and anti-inflammatory and mood uplifting and anti-aging. So using that copaiba and the frankincense under your tongue is a wonderful way to start your day and end your day. So the three ways to use them: aromatically, topically, and internally, because of doTERRA's purity. I definitely don't want you to think if you have oils at home, I don't know the quality of those oils. So when we're talking about how to use essential oils, we are talking about doTERRA, okay? Just wanted to give that caution. Now, Digestin is another oil that can be used internally, and it can also be used topically. Remember I mentioned the three brains. The brain, right, our mind, our heart, and our digestive tract, our gut. Our gut ends up being assaulted almost like on a daily basis because of so many factors. The foods we eat often are laden with chemicals and pesticides and herbicides and GMOs that damage our gut, bacteria. Medications can damage the bacteria in our gut, and stress also affects our gut. And so we need to intentionally support the functioning of our gut, because otherwise it can lead to many problems, not just emotional problems, but also other health issues like chronic inflammation and problems that occur because of that. So using Digestin regularly, as well as these are two of our supplements that I highly recommend. Our digestive enzymes to help break down our food and be able to extract all the nutrients from it, from our food, so that we can absorb everything, and our probiotic, PB Assist. Now, probiotics are fairly common, but I just wanted to show you why doTERRAs are unique. And as you can see, it's this green color, but there's a couple of different sections to the probiotic. And these are called double enteric coated. Normally, when you take probiotics, they'll go into your stomach, and most of the bacteria are killed from the acid in your stomach. So companies will put tens of thousands of units of the probiotics, so that even if most of them get killed, some might get to your system. What doTERRA does is protects the bacteria so that it can bypass that stomach acid and get to your intestine. It's not enough just to get to the intestine, though, because we know there are specific bacteria that need to go to the top part of your intestinal tract, and then specific ones that need to go to the lower part of your digestive tract. These are time-released probiotics so that the right bacteria are getting to the right place. This is very important for supporting our gut and for helping us not just physically, but also emotionally and mentally. And the other thing that is foundational for our emotional and mental as well as physical health is our lifelong vitality supplements. This is our #1 product. It is so popular because it works. People feel more energy, better mood, better cognitive functioning, less aches and pains, better skin, thicker hair, stronger nails, less allergic reactions, because they're powerful anti-inflammatories and powerful antioxidants. There's 3 bottles: the Microplex VMZ, which is our whole food vitamin, mineral, and trace minerals. It's getting like 12 servings of fruits and vegetables in every daily dose. The Z Omegas are our 3, 6, and 9 fatty acids, plus 9 essential oils, including frankincense. So you're getting essential oils internally. It helps with the absorption of the fatty acids and also helps with decreasing the inflammation. And then Alpha CRS, which is our cellular vitality and cellular protection blend. Powerful botanicals that help protect our cells and our DNA, our genetic material, from damage. And this is why you put it all together. You have a really well-rounded, holistic support on a foundational cellular level for well-being. You know, the lifelong vitality was one of the first things that we started using, and I was, experiencing like mental fatigue by the evening. I used to teach at night at a college. I would take a power nap before going up to school so I can have energy, and just thought that's normal, right? All executives, all high-powered executives take power naps, right? You know, and I just thought I was a morning thinker instead of evening. And I started taking the lifelong vitality supplements, even though we were taking supplements. I'm a nutritionist as well, and so we've used supplements for many, many, many years. So I was a little skeptical, but I started taking them, and I noticed after a week to 2 weeks at the most, I didn't need that nap anymore. I didn't need the caffeine anymore. And I could go all day and into the evening and night and still be able to function and get work done. In fact, I could come home from school, I would teach till 10 o'clock, and on 10:30, 11 o'clock, I could answer emails, do a little more work before I went to bed around midnight, get up 6:30, 7 o'clock, start all over again. It was really quite amazing. As a nutritionist, I was really impressed. And it's so gentle on the stomach, and it's not high dose, but it doesn't need to be, because the way it was formulated is very easy to assimilate. And so, again, if you're experiencing stress and, emotions, I highly, highly recommend these. I know when I stop taking these, like sometimes we're running short, so I let our daughter or Joel do it, and I'll stop using it for a while. I'll notice I'm like more emotional or more, ups and downs. And it's like, what's going on? And then I realize, oh, I haven't been taking my lifelong vitality. So I really encourage that. Now, this is the part usually in the class where we're all together and I have you write your top 3 health concerns, and we have resources, reference books that we can go around and look up your top health concerns and see what oils would best support you. Because we're virtual, what I would love for you to do, 1, write down your top 3 health goals or health concerns so that when we talk, you have them down. But I'd like you to text your name and top health concern, your name so I know who it's coming from, and your top health concern to me so I can start looking up protocols that would best support you for when we talk in person to see what's the best way for you to get started. This is what I love about doTERRA. There's 3 ways to get purchased. And, often when we're talking about health symptoms, again, we revert back to symptoms instead of thinking about the whole system. And remember in the very beginning, I said our intention was to not only educate you, but empower you to have tools in your home to support yours and your family's health. We have found that this system of essential oils and wellness products can take care of 80 to 90% of all your health needs. But it's not just about getting an oil for like acne or getting an oil for stress, because you've now learned that our body's systems all work together and interact, and it's really about supporting our health in a wellness. It's about a lifestyle. And so retail, you see, is the first way up there, but I never have anyone buy retail. You might buy an oil or 2 at maybe a chiropractor's office, or maybe your hairdresser is selling them and you buy one, but that's not how you're really going to get the most benefit. This is really about up-leveling your wellness. And so A better way is through a wholesale account. This is where it's a membership, kind of like Costco, where you pay a membership fee and then you get your products at 25% below retail all year round. But honestly, the best way to get your oils is below wholesale. And this is where you not only have your membership, but you're using our loyalty rewards program where you're rewarded for up-leveling and supporting your wellness lifestyle each month. doTERRA will give you back points or doTERRA dollars to use towards free product. This is really the most intelligent way to buy your product. And doTERRA makes it so simple to get started. Because you might be thinking, gosh, those oils, I don't know. What do I need? What should I get? Well, they put together these collections of oils to help you get started and take the guesswork out of it. This is the kit that we started with, the Natural Solutions Kit, and I love. You see it, everything you need for a lifestyle shift, everything you need for that wellness lifestyle. We call it the wellness box. You get started with the supplements for foundational health, the enzymes and the PB Assist. You have your diffuser. You have those wonderful On Guard products that help kill the germs in your air, in your body, in the air, on your surfaces, in your mouth, right? On Guard is so effective. We have a whole line of products to help. And then so many of the oils that I talked about, balance and wild orange and peppermint and lemon and frankincense and On Guard is all in here, along with deep blue rub for all those aches and pains, and then personal care products all infused with essential oils that are non-toxic and helping you to get rid of those chemicals that are in personal care products that people don't realize. Remember I talked about those receptor sites on your cells? Well, the chemicals in so many of our personal care products are disrupting those receptor sites and not allowing our cells to communicate properly. So this makes it really simple to get off to a really good start. Now this is another kit that's really good. We call it our Mind, Body, Spirit kit, the Healthy Essentials kit. And it has the adaptive that we talked about for stress and anxiousness, and the copaiba, which goes really well with adaptive for calming, and the deep blue for those aches and pains, and the On Guard for the immune system, and digescent for the digestive tract, balance, and lavender for calming, and lemon for detoxing. So again, all those oils we talked about for supporting body, mind, and spirit. The Healthy Start Kit are smaller 5 milliliter bottles versus the bigger 15 milliliter bottles. And it comes with our 10, top 10 favorite oils. Again, a wonderful selection to help you get started for some mood support, immune support, aches and pains, digestive tract, and immune support. So it's a really nice way to get started. What's cool is right now, this is just special offer. Instead of the smaller Brevi diffuser, you will receive the petal diffuser.
Nice.
Yes. Okay. And then another really favorite kit is the Healthy Habits Kit. And you see this really helps support the body on a foundational level, like we were talking about. You get the supplements, the Terrazyme, the probiotics, you get the deep blue, again, for those aches and pains, neck, shoulder tension, as well as frankincense for cell support, lemon for detoxing, on guard for the immune support, and lavender and balance for calming. So it's a wonderful way. You see, there are just many ways that you can get started. It's really just about talking to the person who invited you to, oh, wait, there's one more surprise I forgot. Till July 31st, if you enroll with $150 or more, so any of those kits that I showed you, you enroll in July and you will get $50 doTERRA in August. That means $50 worth of product you can get for free. Okay, and that's only for July. It ends July 31st. So what's really important is you need to text the person who invited you to learn more. Text them with what kit you're interested in, and they'll also be able to answer your questions and help you figure out the best fit for you if you're not sure. Okay, and if you enroll by tomorrow, because we want to give you time to talk, you will also get a special welcome gift from your enroller. Okay, we would like to reward people that know what they want and are ready to get started. So text the person that invited you so that you can get started.
Can't think of the last time somebody wanted to reward me for doing something good for myself.
I know, right?
That's pretty cool.
Right? And what's really cool too is, so often, think about when you make a purchase somewhere, usually the relationship is over. Mm-hmm. With doTERRA, when you make a purchase, it's the beginning of the relationship. We actually say, welcome to our family. And we have so many different resources to help support you on your new wellness journey. So if you might be thinking, oh gosh, this sounds really good, but I don't know, Kate, how am I gonna learn how to do this? No worries. We all start the same way with the oils and some resources and your support person. I like to call myself a little tour guide, and you learn. You just make a commitment that you're ready to make a change. You're ready to jump in and start using these to up-level your lifestyle. And then the rest will take care of itself.
And it's really kind of fun because you actually are learning from doing.
Yes.
And getting results and getting excited and enjoying the process as you become more and more skilled at using essential oils.
Absolutely. And if you can look something up in a book or look something up in an app,
why not?
You can learn how to use these, but then pretty soon it just becomes, a habit and intuitive, and it's fun. Yeah. It really is fun. And that's why we do this, to empower others to take back their health and reclaim wellness instead of sickness.
Yes, and having fun in the process.
Yes, and having support with so many others doing the same thing, and that's what's so cool. And there's really, what I love about doTERRA is there's 3 types of people. Everyone comes in for the wellness lifestyle and wants to live and clean up their lifestyle and feel better. Now, most people, that's why they're doing it, which is awesome. About 85% of people are here because they want the best prices on the best products. But often, as you're hearing this, as you're using the oils, you begin to think of other people. oh gosh, my mom could use this, my sister could use this, my friend could use this. It's kind of like when you go see a movie or you read a book that you really like, you just start to share, and that's what happened with us too. I just couldn't keep quiet. It was like, oh my gosh, I did this, right? And you hear so many people always talking about some kind of health problem, and often we feel helpless, right? We empathize, we feel bad, but we can't really offer any real solutions. Now you can. And it's so easy, and you can share and be able to earn extra money to get your products paid for. And then there's others, as you're listening to this, you realize, what? I love what Faye and Joel do. I really like helping people and empowering them to feel better. And I want to build a business that is satisfying and is, doing something positive in the world. And it's totally doable to start a business and actually build and create residual income while having a lasting impact. And one of the ways you can start is, if you want this cool keychain, this little keychain, is to invite your friends to a class like this, host it online, and we'll teach your friends. And for each person that shows up to the online class, you will get one sample bottle of oil. And this holds 8, so you can conceivably get 8 or more oils, sample oils, by hosting and sharing with family and friends. Now, maybe you want to do a little more. Sharing really is, I always say, sharing is caring. And you might be wondering, well, okay, yeah, it sounds fun, but why doTERRA? Why now? Really, 3 easy answers. The potential need for income has never been greater. There are more people living paycheck to paycheck, or without paychecks, not able to meet their needs. Unlike so many other businesses right now, doTERRA is thriving in this economy. We have what people need, health solutions. And people are recognizing that the need to take greater ownership of their health has never been more evident and more important. And so, you could join the millions of people, right, that have said yes to doing this. There are actually over 9 million members now in doTERRA, and hundreds of thousands of people sharing the oils. It's really pretty cool. It's like a movement, it's a health revolution. And we want you to be part of that revolution to help make a difference. And you might be saying, well, how do I do this? How much time is involved? Can it work for me? And okay, what's the next step? And it's really simple. The way we make money, we sample the product. You might have had somebody give you an oil sample, and then invite them to come learn more, just like we're doing now, teaching about the oils, and then helping the individual get oils in their home, enroll them with a membership so that they have the tools to start taking care of their health and supporting them and truly learning how to get the most benefit out of these oils. That's all we do over and over and over again. Sample, teach, enroll, support. How much time? Depending on what you want to make. If you want to get your product paid for, or maybe, extra money for your kids' activities or for a car payment, somewhere between, $300 and $800, about 5 hours a week. And you share and enroll a few people each month.
those little boxes represent ranks, just so you know, elite, premier, and silver.
Yes. Now, maybe you want to supplement your income. Maybe you need a little more, somewhere around $2,000 to maybe $5,000 to supplement your income. That's about a commitment of 10 to 15 hours a week and being consistent in sharing the oils. Now, others, as they start here and start to build momentum in their business, they're able to actually stop their job and go full time to start making larger income, 10,000 to 15,000, even up to 100,000 a month. And this is where you replace and multiply your income. It is a part-time job, 15 to 30 hours, but would you do a part-time job if you knew your earning potential was $10, $15, $20,000 a month, right? And doing something that you love, helping people feel better? It's really pretty cool. So you get to decide what level, how much you want to make, how much time you put in, all with support. This is not doing it on your own. And that's what's cool about it. You might be saying, I don't know, can this really work for me? I know I was skeptical. And I realized, I'm passionate about health. I'm passionate about natural health. And so the oils fit right in there. And I found that they were more effective than other natural things that we were using. So it was a no-brainer. I knew that they worked. And I care about people. I want everyone to be happier and healthier as much as possible and to feel empowered, right? To know that you can figure things out. And if you're able to follow a system and get things done, you can do this. So the next step, just like you text that you're ready to get started, text the person that invited you to this, that whether you're a sharer or a builder, let them know, okay? And then we have a Business Made Easy presentation where we go a little deeper into the compensation plan and how residual income works. We have a presentation tomorrow at 5:30 and also next Wednesday at 5:30. So let us know if you would like to join that. And then also we'll help you get connected to the system that we use for helping you learn how to effectively share doTERRA. It's really that easy as sharing effectively, helping people get their oils, teaching them how to use it. What else could you want? And I love this from our CEO and one of the founding executives of doTERRA. If you want to change the world, you have to empower people. That's the only way you make any permanent, effective change on the world. And that's what we do in doTERRA. There's a saying, you can give a man a fish and feed him for a day, or you can teach a man or a woman how to fish, and they can feed themselves for a lifetime. And that's really what we do at doTERRA, is we help people learn how to take care of themselves, not only through the use of the oils for our health, but on the other side of the bottle as well. We empower growers and distillers and all kinds of people in the process of making these oils to be able to have a livelihood and take care of themselves too. So join us in making this world a better place through a better way of taking care of ourselves. We want to thank you for joining us, and we look forward to helping you get started and supporting you on your wellness journey. Thank you.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Peace out.
Stop.